Greetings. What would you like?
Your brother Crispin, right? I'm here about Yaroslav. I heard he works here as a translator.
Ah, yes. Poor Yaroslav. I pray daily for his recovery. God has blessed him with an extraordinary talent and a sharp mind. It would be a terrible loss if... But no. Such thoughts help no one. And who are you, anyway?
My name is Henry. I'm helping Master Albic in the infirmary.
Very well. What do you want to know about Yaroslav?
Could you tell me, please, where he was staying?
He has a cell in the dormitory upstairs. Go up the stairs in front of the scriptorium and turn right. Then it's the 5th cell from the door.
Thanks. I'll take a look. What exactly was Yaroslav doing here?
He's working on a translation of a book that came to us all the way from Genoa. While he was well, he spoke of nothing else. He knows Latin, Italian, and French. And thanks to his work, we have several valuable translated volumes in the library.
What book was he translating?
It's called the Decameron.
And what's the Decameron about?
I've not read it myself. I'm not as well versed in Italian as Yaroslav. I was waiting for him to finish the translation, but he spoke of it as a groundbreaking work of indescribable value. He even believed it might one day uplift the Christian people beyond their worldly suffering. He was so excited he barely ate or slept, just kept working. I thought it best to let him focus solely on the translation and assigned his other duties to others.
Where did Yaroslav work?
Here in the scriptorium, of course. You'll find his usual place right by the entrance. But be careful, he's got something unfinished there. He's spent so much time on it that it must be nearly done by now. It'd be a shame to ruin it just before completion.
Don't worry. I'll be careful. Who here knew Yaroslav best?
Most likely, Brother Celestine. He helps with copying books too, though he doesn't have nearly the same talent.
Celestine, you say? I should speak to him. Thanks. That's all I needed. Sir, can you spare a moment?
Yes? If it's nothing that would disturb the delicate peace here.
I just wanted to ask, what brings you here? Into a situation like this?
My journey to Bohemia originally had a different goal. The Order has interests all throughout Europe, and the Kingdom of Bohemia is no exception. We are seeking support, capable men and supplies for our eastern border, where tensions with Poland and Lithuania continue unabated. I had plans to deal with certain nobles as well as Sigismund himself, but this situation is an unfortunate complication. Instead of diplomatic negotiations and recruitment, I now oversee order here, so that we can support the abbot and prevent the infection from spreading. Duty is duty, whatever form it may take. The monks seek order and discipline in their faith and work. We seek order and discipline in defending our faith and our lands.
What does your order do?
Our order, the Brothers of the German House of St. Mary in Jerusalem, founded directly in the Holy Land, stands as a bulwark against paganism. We spread the Christian faith among nations that have not yet been baptized, and we administer the lands that we have conquered with God's help from the pagan Prussians and in the Baltic region. From our stronghold in Marienburg, we spread the Christian faith, build castles, towns, and monasteries, and bring settlers from Germany to populate these lands.
What is the history of your order?
The order was founded in the Holy Land more than 3 centuries ago as a hospitaller brotherhood for German pilgrims during the siege of Acre. Pope Celestine III confirmed us at the time, and thanks to the Golden Bull of Rimini from Emperor Frederick II, we gained the right to conquer the Prussians' lands and hold them in fief forever. That was the beginning of our mission, to bring faith in God to the Baltic region and defend the borders of Christianity. And there we built a state stretching from Prussia to Livonia, with God's grace, but also with papal bulls and imperial privileges. But our role was not only military. We founded cities, settled wastelands, and spread order through monasteries. And to this day, we remain guardians of this tradition.
What's going on in Poland?
Tensions are rising. The Poles and Lithuanians are beginning to unite under the rule of the Jagiellonian dynasty, which is a threat to our position. Although the Lithuanian Grand Duke Vytautas formally accepted baptism, his alliance with Poland threatens Samogitia, which belongs to us. Sigismund promises us support, but his position is weak. That is why we are preparing reinforcements at the borders. However, if diplomatic negotiations fail, we will have to defend our lands with the sword, with God's help.
Where does the Order get its money?
Our wealth comes from gifts, especially from generous nobles and rulers who give us land and property for the eternal glory of God. We manage vast estates, from which we obtain grain and taxes from our subjects. Military campaigns bring us new territories and further resources to advance our cause, whether through trade, farming, or serving those in need. Everything serves to strengthen our order and defend our faith.
I'd like to donate to your Order.
I'm glad to hear that. God may be on our side, but we are still in need of coin to buy food and supplies for our people.
Here. I hope it helps at least a little in the battle against the pagans.
Thank you. Every bit of help counts. And this way you are supporting not only the Order, but all of Christianity against pagan invasions and Polish expansionism.
Your name, sir, Ludolf. It isn't very common, but I think I've heard it before.
Perhaps you have heard of Saint Ludolf. Yes, it is rather by chance that I, his namesake, am now here among the Cistercians. He vehemently defended the Church's rightful properties against the Duke of Saxony, who tortured him to death for it. Our order is now in a somewhat similar situation, where we must defend our rightful property against many usurpers. I therefore often pray to my namesake and ask him for help in our affairs.
How does your Order work?
We are divided into knights born into noble families, priests for spiritual administration, and servant brothers for ensuring the smooth running of the entire order. At the head stands the Grand Master, elected by the chapter. Under him, the provincial master for Prussia and Lithuania. Each province has its own governor, each castle its commander. Our order is based on obedience, poverty, and purity, but ambition is also important. Our strongholds, such as Marienburg, are hubs of power and trade. The military structure is strict. From foot soldiers to heavy cavalry, everyone is subordinate to a single commander. But we are not just warriors, but custodians as well. Our laws apply to everyone, from farmer to bishop.
Sir, you mentioned you're in need of capable men. Does that mean I could join you if I wanted?
Ha ha! It's not that simple. To join the Order, you must fulfill two requirements. First of all, you must be from Germany, or at least speak German. Can you?
Well, not really.
I understand. And second of all, to join a German Order of Knights, what do you think the second requirement might be?
I have to be a knight?
That is right. But even if you are not either of those things, you can still join us as a half-brother. Halbbrüder. They are not subject to such strict rules of poverty, cleanliness, or obedience as we are. And they do not have as many privileges.
Tschüss, mein... Plans of the cellars? What did he need those for? It's almost empty. What was Yaroslav working on all those days? What do you know about Brother Yaroslav? The librarian said you knew him better than anyone.
That's right. We joined the monastery at the same time and just got on somehow.
How does Yaroslav spend his time when he's not in the scriptorium?
Why are you even asking?
Master Albik put me up to it. He's treating him now. He said it might help if we knew more about Yaroslav.
I see. And how is he? Is the treatment working?
It's not looking good so far. He's still delirious. Barely reacts even when someone speaks to him.
God have mercy.
If you tell me what you know about him, it might help him.
What did you want to know?
Do you know where in the monastery Yaroslav goes most often?
He's in the scriptorum nearly all the time. He hardly strays from his beloved lectern. Yaroslav is completely immersed in his books. He's currently translating a new one from Italian. It's called the Decameron. He often stays in the scriptorum late into the night because of it. Shows up for morning prayers with his hands, sometimes even his nose, stained with ink.
Really? Crispin told me how hard-working Yaroslav is, but he's barely translated anything from his latest book.
What makes you say that?
Well, simple. The book is still lying in the scriptorium, and when I opened it, it was practically empty.
That's... You must be mistaken.
Why don't you believe me?
I do. I just don't want you going around and slandering Yaroslav left and right.
That's really not my aim. But I think I might be onto something. I just don't yet know what. And if you won't tell me anything, I'll probably have to ask the librarian again.
Wait. Don't say anything to Crispin.
Oh? And why not?
Because he simply wouldn't understand. Oh dear. Promise you really won't tell anyone.
Word of honor. Now talk.
All right. I just hope Yaroslav forgives me. One night, he accidentally woke me. The door to his cell creaks horribly. I already suspected his translation was taking oddly long, so I followed him that night. At first, it looked like he was heading to the scriptorum, but after he went down the stairs, he turned right and went down into the cellars. But when I went in after him, I couldn't see him anymore. I lost him in the dark.
And you've no idea where he might have gone?
Not a clue. As far as I know, it's just barrels of wine down there. And empty wine barrels.
Why didn't you want to tell me?
Because I just don't want Yaroslav to get expelled from the monastery.
Just for going to the cellar? That doesn't mean anything.
What if he was meeting someone down there? Someone no one's supposed to see him with.
What, like a woman?
Well, I once saw him standing in the monastery doorway with some wench, and they looked like they were having a grand old chat.
And where exactly did you lose him? In the cellars?
In the corridor leading to the scriptorum, at the passage to the stairs to the lower level.
There's just one more thing I'd like to know. Has Yaroslav spoken to Brother Stephen recently? About confession, maybe?
I don't think so. Yaroslav doesn't neglect prayer or fasting, but he only rarely resorts to confession.
So you mean he sins, but avoids confessing it?
He hardly sees anything as sin. How can I put it? He chose a life of asceticism, but he's not afraid to live. He once said, why would God create the world if he didn't want man to discover it?
The wench you saw Yaroslav with, was her name Blazhena? Because she's now in the infirmary with that same illness.
I don't know. I was mainly looking at Yaroslav. I don't even know any of the maids by name.
That's enough for now. This must be where Yaroslav got lost when Celestine followed him. There's wine in the air. Someone must have spilled a cask. Someone's walked through the spilled wine. The trail continues here.
What the? Hey! How did you get in here? And who are you?
I should be the one asking you. Do you even know how I found this place?
No, I don't.
They say one of your brothers used to sneak in here. And one of the maids had a key to the door, too. You see where I'm going with this?
Oh no, you've got it all wrong.
Calm down. I'm not judging anyone. Both of them are seriously ill now. I'm just trying to help.
Christ's precious passion. May the Lord forgive us.
Forgive you for what? And who even are you?
Wojtek, we were writing a book here. All of us.
What book are you talking about? You don't mean the Decameron?
Oh no. Yaroslav finished that one long ago.
Everyone I've talked to thinks Yaroslav is still working on it. Why didn't he tell anyone?
When Yaroslav started translating the Decameron, he soon realized what it was really about. He became afraid that if Brother Crispin, or, God forbid, the abbot, found out, they'd forbid him to continue the translation. They might even have the book destroyed. What a loss that would be. So once he'd finished the translation, he hid it down here instead.
So Yaroslav was working on something new down here?
The Decameron left a strong impression on him. He decided to write a book of his own, in the same spirit, to celebrate what is as valuable to man as love, or the spiritual life. He later asked Brother Ernest and me to work on the book together.
What exactly did Yaroslav want to write about?
About humor, wit, laughter. About everything that can make a person laugh.
Why would someone write about that, of all things? I thought books were meant to be about...
Something lofty?
Oh, something like that.
Yaroslav believed that a sense of humor could help a person in hard times just as much as strong faith could.
Those are strong words, especially from a monk. Some might say it's not far off blasphemy.
Yaroslav didn't put laughter on the same level as God. On the contrary, he saw it as a precious and wise gift from our Lord. But as you say, not everyone would understand his thinking, especially among the brothers. That's why we met and worked in secret. Sometimes we'd write all night, other times we'd get into heated debates. And sometimes we just tried to outdo each other with witty sayings.
So, basically you were sitting down here telling jokes all night?
Among other things, but mostly we were working.
Go on then. Tell me one of the jokes you came up with.
Now? All right then. All right. Here's one. Do you know why monks lie down in the meadow among the sheep? Because they're waiting for the good shepherd.
Tell me another one.
What were the last words of St. Lawrence when Emperor Valerian had him roasted alive on a grate? Turn me over. I'm done on this side.
All right, that's enough. I'd like to ask you something else. Who exactly is Ernest? I don't think I've met him.
One of the older brothers. He's in charge of all the building and repairs in the monastery.
And do you know if he might have fallen ill, too?
No idea. But now that you mention it, I haven't seen him for a while. And when I think how Yaroslav and Blazina are doing...
I'd best go and check on him myself. Where's his cell?
It's one of those under the abbot's quarters. The middle one on the right, if you're facing from the courtyard.
Where did you say Brother Ernest's cell is?
It's one of those under the abbot's quarters. The middle one on the right, if you're facing from the courtyard.
Who helped write your book?
Me, obviously Yaroslav, and Brother Ernest, and also Blazina.
And what was Blazina doing here? She's a maid. She probably can't write. And women aren't allowed in the monastery, are they?
I didn't get it at first either. Why Yaroslav brought her here. If anyone had found out, the abbot would have thrown us all out. But I soon understood. Humor isn't just for the educated or wealthy, let alone just for men. Laughter belongs to everyone. How could we grasp its breadth with just our limited experience?
So, this isn't about any sin? Blazina's just... funny?
More than that. Her laughter, sense of humor, her knack for knowing when to make a joke. It's a true gift from God.
What about the elder confessor, Stephen? Was he never part of this?
He's got nothing to do with it. He doesn't know a thing, unless someone slipped up during confession.
And how are you feeling, anyway? Are you all right?
Yes, at least for now.
No symptoms? Weakness, rash, fever, anything?
Nothing like that, I swear.
If you start feeling bad, report to the infirmary at once. Understood?
Of course.
How long have you been meeting here?
Since the start of summer.
So at least 30 days?
Roughly. I don't remember exactly. Sorry.
I've heard enough. I'll go and check on Ernest now.
Wait. What about me? What's going to happen to me?
I told you, if you're not feeling well, go to the infirmary. Albic will take care of you. Don't worry.
I meant our book. Please, don't tell the abbot about it. We weren't doing anything wrong, but if he found out, he'd throw us out.
Why would I tell him? He didn't do anything wrong here.
Thank you, and may God protect you.
How do you feel?
Like I'm turning inside out.
Don't worry. I'll let you rest. But first, I need to know who you've been seeing lately. And where.
What? Why?
Because we need to find out where and how you got infected.
What's that got to do with the others?
The sickness spreads through foul air. Anyone breathing the same air as you might be at risk.
You sound like you know what you're talking about. And I believe you've got your reasons. But I'm a confessor. I can't. I mustn't break the seal of confession or tell you what anyone confided in me.
I'm not asking you to reveal anything. Just point me in the right direction.
Perhaps you're right. I could at least point the way. There's something that might be connected to this dreadful sickness. Look in my cell. It's the one beneath the abbot's chamber, opposite the spiral staircase. Here's the key. I think you'll find something there that might help you.
What am I looking for?
That you'll have to find out for yourself.
I understand. I won't pressure you. Get some rest.
Wait, please. Do you think that I might ask you for something?
What is it?
I'd like to have some flowers. Something living to cover up the ever-present stench of decoctions.
What would you want flowers for? You'd be better off brewing a fever remedy from them.
Do I need a reason? I just like them. Their color, their fragrance. That's what I miss the most here.
I've got a few right here.
May the Lord reward you.
Here they are.
Thank you, lad. Would you put them in the jug for me?
Put up with your shit.
You're about as much fun as a funeral.